Welcome to We Three Trolls.
Welcome to We Three Trolls. Ooh, yeah. With our guest Amir.
Ooh, yeah. I'm happy to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
With Amir on lead guitar.
I don't know Amir, so this is new for me. So you're a comedian, I'm guessing, too?
I am. I'm a comedian. Okay. 6 years in, strong, nonstop. I'm black and Arabic. Maybe that'll help,
Amir.
give you some.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm that dude. And I'm a guitar comic. I usually serenade them when I'm on stage. I do dirty love songs, and
I
think I like this. Are there any love songs that aren't dirty? I mean, it's all.
I just called to say I love you. That's not too dirty.
Love is dirty.
Lionel Richie is probably the dirtiest singer of all time.
Really?
If you read into his lyrics, hello, I'm outside your door.
Yeah. Waiting to fuck. I don't mean to show off.
Melissa Etheridge is my favorite. Walk through a fire for you. I can't remember the words now, but yeah.
I actually saw Lionel Richie and his extremely white wife.
I'm coming
over. At like 2 a.m. buying nail clippers.
Oh, so lucky.
Yeah.
So lucky.
I was like, what are you doing here? Up all night buying fucking nail clippers. All night.
He's gonna finger bang her, and she's like, "You gotta trim those things down."
Nah, dude. See, dude, you're so dirty, dude. You immediately
he
goes
just said
to
that she's the
fingering vagina.
This is a clean podcast,
right? Myself now with these claws on.
Yeah.
I'm like, could you please fix these?
I always thought it was more of a rubbing action anyway for you women,
just
right?
Don't put fingers up your twat.
I have no idea where the clit is. Where is that fucking thing?
It doesn't exist.
Where is that fucking
it's
thing?
It's a lie.
It's trolling you.
Yeah. The pussy is
Hey, fellas,
you.
if you can't find the clit, kill yourself. You are the dumbest, stupidest motherfucker alive. And this is a common problem. Women say this all the time. You can't find the clit. Really? It's sticking out.
Yeah.
It's sticking out right at the top.
That's a dick.
Dude, I don't understand people.
It's a mini dick.
Because it's like, I started eating pussy maybe like 3 months ago. That's just way easy. I don't know why people think that's hard.
Just started?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
what were you doing before?
Just sucking dick.
Punching it.
Punching and sucking dick.
Teasing it.
Slapping it around.
That's great. Yeah, I sing to it.
Okay. So you do these songs on stage?
Yeah, I do a lot of songs that I don't even write. I just kind of like whatever comes to my mind.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah, I just make up a lot of stuff on stage.
Okay.
So I do a lot of crowd work. I like to get to know my audience, and then I'll make songs up about them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're usually inappropriate.
I love this.
Yeah. Me and Jay, we used to do the Eagles Inn. Is that what it's called?
No, dude, the Days Inn.
The Eagles Inn.
That's where people used to live in the hotel, and sometimes I'd go drink with them afterwards. Not saying I was going through a downward spiral or anything, but yeah.
Who's the most famous resident of the Days Inn?
Oh, President Gaylord Dingler Show. As presented by Jeffrey Allen Kaufman.
He owns the Comedy Store now, doesn't he?
No. No, he sure doesn't.
My mistake.
If we had him on as a guest, it would be impossible, but I would love to have him on as a guest.
That would be amazing to have Gaylord.
He just repeats
Dingler
the same fucking shit over and over.
Yeah. Who is this person? Who's this Gaylord
He's
guy?
legendary.
First of all, great name.
President Gaylord Dingler.
Okay.
Show.
He used to show. He used to come to the open mic here, and he started out with David Letterman, Jay Leno, all of the first class of famous people. He was the one guy that
and he
didn't
still
get
comes
famous.
here, or he used to?
No, he doesn't have access to a car anymore. He lives inside the Days Inn Hotel. So I just started running a mic there with a guy named Bruce.
Yeah.
And then Bruce went away, and then I brought Amir in there to play music along with the comedy show,
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
and it was fun as shit.
It was
It was
fun.
fun as hell.
Good talk.
Anyway,
Yeah.
this is a top tip for any man listening. Don't ever cry in front of a woman. Don't ever.
Oh, absolutely.
If you only do it one time, she'll fuck your life up for the next 10 years at least. Because she knows how weak and pathetic you are.
That's
I'm like,
exactly what I think. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't.
dude,
well,
this
because
is
you
what it
date
is.
someone who cries all the time.
Yeah,
But at
when
least
he's happy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
When
Cries
he's
when
different.
he's
upset.
happy. So I'm like, what's
That's
going? Like
different.
at first I was like, what's going on? Because I cry when I'm mad, or yeah, that's it. That's the only time I ever cry is when I'm pissed.
You found a man that cries when he's happy?
Yeah.
How's that
He's
look?
an artist.
He's just never happy.
I don't like. I don't know. It's just I'm just happy. I'm like, okay.
So like you guys had a great date. Maybe he gets like a hand job in the parking lot, and then he just starts losing it. Is that some of the
Just I mean, like as far as like he's a painter, so anytime he like makes something or he's like, God, I'm so happy you're in my life. It's a bunch of gay shit nobody wants to hear on this show, but like just something like really loving. He's like just very appreciative of something, and he just thinks about how lucky he is or whatever.
Does that make you love him more when he cries for something?
It doesn't make me not love him.
Okay.
Yeah,
But like nobody
I'm
appreciates.
just used to it now. Like I appreciate. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like super emotional about that stuff.
Can you like reenact like the way he cries? I'm just kind of curious. Like he's taking
It's
a crap.
very quiet. It's very quiet.
Okay.
He's just like,
Okay.
like, are you okay? Yeah. Okay. He's happy. Now I just laugh. I'm like, oh, you're happy, and I just move on. Yeah.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I take a walk around the block, collect my thoughts.
Every
about
time I
leaving.
cry, it's so embarrassing because it's just usually when I'm fighting, like a physical altercation. I'll beat your ass, but I'll be crying the whole time. They're like, "Oh my God, what happened?" I'm like, "You made me beat your fucking skull in."
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
kind
you
of
care.
embarrassing, but
You're
yeah, it's-
sympathetic.
It's
That's
pretty funny. Yeah.
that's sweet.
They're like, "Yeah, that fight was
Psycho.
awesome, except the part where you were crying the whole time. That was kind of weird."
I made my roommate cry.
Sweeping.
Oh, really?
Oh, I made her cry so hard. I was so proud of myself for
Is
that one.
Isn't that is that your girlfriend?
No, I make her cry, other times. But, but this, I got in a fight with my female roommate. She's a 55-year-old Jewish woman. And she
Disgusting.
moved in a homeless
yeah.
guy.
Just
Yeah.
fucking
He's so
disgusting.
Oh, wait till you see her. Yeah.
She's probably
I've
so
seen them all.
annoying.
I've seen them all.
Well, I've spent the last 2 years not talking to her on purpose because I didn't want to get to know her or get close to her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then she moved in a...
Smart.
Yeah,
Smart.
I kept the arm's distance from her
Yeah.
just on purpose. She moved in her homeless boyfriend.
Oh,
And then that's when I
So
lost
she's
it.
an open micer. Okay, so someone we know from the open mic scene.
She's 55.
Her
Great.
homeless boyfriend.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
mean, once you get that age, you kind of slim pickings. You're like, yeah, all right.
That's true.
Still
That's
want to
true.
fuck this?
Yeah.
You're home. Okay, cool.
Yeah. He's like,
Like-
I'll only do it if I can fuck you in a house.
Yeah.
And that's
it.
Yeah, so the homeless guy has a dog. And so,
Oh, so the
Of
dog was
course.
in too.
yeah, so
Of
the dog is there
course.
too. And so it got pretty bad. We got in a fight. And then me and the homeless guy almost got in a fight in my house. And so I have a 10-year-old stepdaughter that's, terrified now. So we're trying to move out. I already gave them the 30-day notice.
Mhm.
So now it's just like the waiting game. We're all trying not to talk to each other.
Yeah.
But,
It's
like,
so weird.
I'm part of me's praying that they're gonna try to squat and not move out on the 19th when time is up, because I'm getting the cops involved and we're
Yes.
locking the doors and we're throwing her shit out on the street. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck that
Yeah,
shit,
the
dude.
laws are crazy.
yeah. They
People
favor
can stick
them.
around
Yeah.
forever.
They favor losers.
They do.
Especially in this state.
I mean, we have so many homeless people, but they're protecting people that won't leave apartments. Let them join the homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got, they're taken care of. Like Skid Row looks great. I mean, have you guys been down there?
6th Street. We love it.
Dude, LA County just put out like an interactive, some kind of fucking map where it like shows the homeless people like in a kind of like updated regularly
Damn.
thing.
I mean, that makes sense. They used to have a map of where people shit in
That's in San
Miami.
Francisco.
I just imagine it's
No,
like in
that's hilarious.
it's like an alien, when they're looking at it and it shows like all the aliens are coming underneath.
Oh
They're
my
like, "Oh
God.
shit, they're right here." That's probably what it's like. With the
Yeah,
homeless.
it's exactly what it's like. You're like, here, beep, beep, beep.
Right.
You look out the window. God damn it, there's a fucking RV in front of our house. Son of a bitch.
Three
Yeah.
crack smokers.
Don't have any fucking parking spots for me. Did you see the homeless sleep out? The big homeless sleep out?
Yeah, they did it. There was a
No.
concert too. There's some
They
bands
did it
played.
at the Rose Bowl. They did
forget
it.
What
Yeah.
is this?
So it's fucking retarded. So basically, it's like to support like homeless people.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
by
get
pretending to be like them.
it. Yeah.
By being in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Wait, was this a concert of some kind?
Yeah,
was a
there were bands that
it's going
played.
all over the world.
And I'm
like
going to
London,
boycott
everywhere.
all of the bands that played for these
Yeah.
fucking retarded.
So they're
Bleeding
entertaining
hearts.
the homeless people, and then people are also
No,
joining
there's
the
no
homeless.
people allowed because they can't afford to buy a ticket to get in
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I don't get it. It's
Yeah.
retarded. Just how
It's
do you feel
just-
about homeless people? Because we obviously.
Not
You guys obviously,
fans.
I'm not a fan either.
Yeah. I mean, drug addicts, homeless people. it's different.
No,
It's
fuck them.
different.
Fuck them too.
Yeah.
I am tired of all of them. I never see any like military guys that are down on their luck. I just see losers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are all these homeless
Losers
vets people talk
everywhere.
about? I'm like, they all pretend like they're all homeless vets. I'm like, that guy, fucking, what's that, butt chugging? Crack. Butt chugging crack
Yeah.
over there is
Yeah.
definitely not a fucking.
Oh, they let
I
you.
mean-
They let you be in the Marines with a fucking swastika tattoo on your forehead. Okay, I buy it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Here's all the money in my pocket.
I'm
Well,
guessing they all got kicked out for doing drugs then.
Yeah.
If they were vets, they must have been kicked out for boofing
Yeah.
crack.
Booth and crack.
Mhm.
Boofing? Is that
Yeah.
what it's called? That's
Isn't that what it's called when you get shit shoved up your ass?
Boofing.
And a drug or something? Boofing?
We have to check in with the fraternities for that one.
Yeah. Well,
I-
festival
What kids are
people
doing.
too. do that.
Festivals?
Yeah.
I really think they should
Wooks.
those private those
Sticking jewels up
privatized
my ass.
penitentiaries that they shove a lot of black people in, and like
Not
you know
enough,
hardworking
but-
drugged. I was waiting for. Yeah, sorry, black people, man. Y'all deserve better from Webb.
It gets better.
Yeah, why not put the homeless in there? Like, just make them have a job and they'll have 3 meals a day off of our dime, you know. And so put them to work. Just I know they want to clean up the streets. Stop putting like people that sell weed in there, you know. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Amir, I mean, you must sell weed.
I have.
All of a sudden, I have to jump up my soapbox real quick. Stop putting weed sellers in jail.
No, it is retarded, but a lot of them are crazy or they're on drugs or something. I'm like, well, fucking put them in a penitentiary where they can't get drugs, and they're
Or
just
they can
good.
get him a lot easier, more
I
realistically.
don't know. Make them make stuff, you know.
Make him make America great again by
Yeah.
getting the fuck out of here.
What if we just forced them all to make MAGA hats? You know?
Why not? Why not?
That's hilarious.
And then they gotta wear them.
Can I just point out? Can I just point out that I was not on last week's episode, and it was the highest rated episode we've ever had.
Is that right?
Yeah, I just want to say fuck the listeners.
What do you
Fuck
mean?
all of you. I'm just kidding, but it was quite a popular episode
Well,
without
we
me
had
around.
Sam and
Yeah, Sam and Holtzman.
Took two of them to replace me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
I was like super sick, and no one cared. No one came to my fucking defense or whatever.
I asked if you need anything. I didn't really mean it, but I asked if you
The
need anything. I'm
podcast
like, "Please
opened
tell
up
me you
with
don't
them
need
talking about how I look like, quote, a gay homeless guy. I cut that out of self-respect, but trust me, listeners, they were going to town on me. Going to
Well, that's in the
town on
spirit
me.
of it. I mean, well, Holtzman just started berating me for not talking.
Fair enough. Fair
anything.
enough.
You're gonna participate in your own fucking
Are you gonna
podcast.
stop staring at me? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad I
like
brought
his
this
son.
guitar.
Mm.
Not using
Yeah.
it at all.
Use it right now, baby.
Okay.
You can-
Would you like me to
I want
play
you-
some for you while you say doing your poems or something?
I don't have any poems with me today, unfortunately. I didn't come prepared. You also
Oh.
noticed I didn't bring my box.
Why don't you improvise one?
Sure. Hey, do you know? We were talking about how Amir and I did a show at my old place before I moved out 2 years ago.
Oh
And I drank a bottle of wine before the show and then a bottle of wine
Wine
during
mom,
the
back at
show. So I had no memory of the show at all.
he got shit faced.
I was very shit faced. I
And
woke
you-
up the next day, there was a girl on me on the floor. I was like, what the fuck? How did this happen?
People started
You
leaving
were
early.
assaulted.
Yeah.
But anyways, the way that we got them all to leave is we sang a very sincere, very long cover of Radiohead's "Creep." So we should duplicate that moment right now and get,
Oh, yeah.
get everyone to leave the podcast.
Yes. I wasn't that it was just a long version of Creep. Is that you were so hammered. People were just like, does he even know we're in the room anymore at that point?
Mm-mm.
And so they're like, fuck this, we're gone.
Yeah. There was a woman that came there specifically, I think, to fuck me. She left too. She left with her gay friend. Cock blocked again by a gay dude.
Damn.
But anyway, she died of a drug overdose not long after that, so it was probably for the best that I didn't hook up with her.
Oh, you could have saved her that night.
Don't say that, because I've actually thought of that a lot.
If you were quantum leaped and somebody into your body, Scott, what's his name?
Bacula.
That night, that would have been the night where he would have saved her life.
But probably also got AIDS from her, or whatever the fuck she died from.
For sure.
Alcohol ruins lives.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how I meet girls? This is a good story. You want to know how I met that girl?
Sure.
I was walking down the street, minding my own beeswax,
Hold
and
on.
this lady, I saw, yeah, there we go. Get us some seductive music. So I was walking down the street, and I lived in Silver Lake, and I saw a feral cat, and I was like, I want to pet this feral cat. And then from the bushes, I hear, hey, I seen you around. I was like, what? It was a woman. A not unattractive woman, a very attractive 40-year-old woman. And she said, hey, I seen you around. Maybe you could give me your number. You know, in case there's like a barbecue in the neighborhood or something, you want to come hang out. So anyways, I gave her my number like a fucking dope. And she texted like...
How fat was she?
She wasn't fat at all. She was super skinny. Like I said, she was a drug addict. She was a hardcore drug addict. I'm telling you, she looked like the hottest cracked out woman I've ever seen. But anyway, so she does text me, and she's like, or she calls me. She calls me. She was a caller. She's one of those types. She goes, there's a barbecue in the neighborhood. You should come over. Meanwhile, it's like February or something. There's no barbecue. I knew there was no barbecue, but I woke up hungover from the night before, and I needed food in my belly. So I said, okay, I'll come meet you. And, of course, as I'm walking over to her place, she says, the barbecue got canceled. As I said, there was no barbecue. She
That's
goes,
like a Harvey Weinstein move.
Exactly. She goes, but you can take me out on a date if you want. I was like, fine, I'll take you out on a fucking date. You win. So I show up at the Mexican restaurant we're supposed to meet at, right? There she is, looking all aglow. Beautiful.
Hola.
Who's that sitting next to her? Her fucking kid. She
Oh
brought her
my-
fucking 3-year-old to our fucking date. So I downed about 3 margaritas immediately. I drank so much, little Gunter was like, is Daddy back? Is that Daddy? He's drinking like Daddy used to. So we drink a lot, and then I walk her and the kid home. I need some more sensual music. This is where it gets really sensual. Then we get to her house. I'm already wasted. And she goes, hey, I make my own weed butter. Do you want some? And I was like, I'll eat your fucking weed butter. That's nothing to me because I already smoke fucking 5 grams a day or whatever. I eat the weed butter. I eat a lot of the weed butter. And after I eat it, she goes, you know, you just ate the equivalent of smoking 4 Ace.
Oh, shit.
And I said, what? And then I started throwing up. And I threw up for about 3 hours straight. I threw up a lot. This woman watched me throw up for about 3 hours straight.
Well, you were just eating butter.
Yeah,
I mean,
wheat
that'll
butter.
make you throw up regardless.
No toast?
Like,
nothing.
You're just
No.
taking spoonfuls of butter. Good Lord.
My hair stand up.
So anyways, I woke up in little Gunter's bed. Don't worry, Gunter wasn't there. It wasn't that good of a date. And she was asleep in a sleeping
Put
bag
some
on
hot
the
butter in
floor.
Gunter's butt.
Listen, this is don't
was
ruin
butter all
my
over
rom- don't
Butter
ruin
all
my
over your
romance.
penis at this point, right?
Don't ruin my
Oh.
romantic story. I don't fuck kids. I look like I do. I look like a homeless gay dude who fucks kids, but I am not. So I wake up in his bed, and she's asleep in a sleeping bag next to the bed, right? And she made me take a bath in front of her because I'd thrown up a lot. And I have to tell you, like, I don't know if you've ever...
You got in her bathtub?
Oh, yeah.
Was it filthy or what?
I don't know. I have no memory of this. All I remember is my penis was never smaller. You know? Think of how small your penis would be taking a bath in front of a stranger. Now I realize you puked in front of her for 2 hours before that, and then realize it was like a turtle that went inside its shell. It was like not coming out.
It's an innie.
But anyway, so after all that stuff, I tried to leave. I tried to escape. And she's like, no, you can't go out there. Gunter's father might be out there waiting. You don't want to go. He'll kick your ass. It's like 4 a.m. I was like, I'll take my chances. I couldn't believe she wanted to fuck me after what happened. Like, I don't know. Like, it was, I mean, I would assume I had a micro penis after I saw what that penis looked like. I would just want to throw it in there and see what happens. Like, see if it flies. But anyway, she died of a drug overdose very soon after that.
Oh, what
lucky
about
you.
Gunter?
Fuck Gunner. Actually,
Sweet.
Gunner probably has a better life now.
Oh
Because he doesn't
God.
have that mom around.
I think I saw him at open mic.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
He's got a hot 5 on you.
when I
He's
used
like,
to-
there's that guy with the butter.
Butter dick.
He can't eat butter anymore. He calls him butter dick.
Butter dick. No, come on, guys. That's not
It's a butter man, right there.
Yeah, the Butterman. If you're not good, Gunter, Butterman's coming back.
Don't say Butterman in the mirror 3 times. Jay will show up.
That's true.
I used to do that shit to my little brother. I'm
Yeah.
like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And I like lock him in the bathroom and turn the lights off. And he would just fucking go crazy. I'd wear masks. Like, I'm like, I was so
You
mean.
wear a mask.
Yeah,
God
like we
damn,
called
dude.
it Zeke. It was like a black hair and like really white face. It was scary looking. Like, and I would just be chilling like on the couch, like, and he would go crazy.
Yes, you
like-
should, dude.
And he has a heart condition. Like, he was born with a heart condition. Like, what a fucking
Good
piece of
Lord.
shit. Like, we were so mean to each other, like so bad. I'm like,
Oh, what's he doing with his life now?
well, he was in the hospital. He's doing okay.
Dealing with PTSD most of the
PTSD
time.
probably. Yeah, he's doing okay. No, he actually did have a drug problem for like 10 years, but he's clean now. For like
Now we know why.
for the last 3 years. I know,
Yeah,
right? Oh my
yeah.
god. Like, who raised you, wolves? Oh yeah, I did. I did. That's what you get when you let your kids raise your other kids.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, seriously. It's hilarious.
Should I have fucked that lady? She was really sexy, but she was nuts.
Are we
dude.
talking about the Butter Queen?
Yeah. How many people get you buttered? I mean, for real.
I feel like she's trying to bone.
She was definitely trying
and
to
she's,
bone.
Absolutely.
You know, she's 40, so I mean, that micro peen and fucking puking in front of her all day was
It's
probably like,
nothing.
oh, not a big deal.
I already have to
You
deal
know?
with Gunter all day. It's
Yeah.
the same deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same size dick, same
Yeah.
puke.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And maybe at the very least, you should have ate the box.
There's
you
no,
know?
I can tell you this. There's no way I was able to get it up. There's just no fucking way. It was just not going to happen. The butter alone was a good boner killer for, you know.
You could have used the butter on her box, man. You could have just gave her like a thank you lick.
Well, here, let me ask you guys this. Because, like, this happens a lot with me. Women bribe me with drugs to come over and hang out. And I never fuck them. Or I'm, like, too debilitated on drugs to fuck them. Does that happen to you guys? Is this a common
Well, I
thing?
mean, this is what happens to chicks. Why is this? Who's asking you to come over and do drugs with them?
Losers.
Oh my God.
Single moms, I guess.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a strong demographic. I get it. Yeah. I have a girlfriend, and big girls love me. Like the big, it doesn't matter. Like anything over 200, they're all about me. You know. So, and you know, I'm not a mean guy.
Every race?
I'm very
Fat bottom
nice.
girls.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the race. What's really strange that's been happening lately is that all the big ones look like different versions of my current girlfriend. It's like another dimension. Like whenever I go on the road, another big one that looks like a weird version of my girl now. It's
That's
trying to holler
hilarious.
at me. And then the weirdest thing that just happened was a woman that looks just like my mom was trying to hook up with me
oh, gross.
in Arizona. Yeah, so I know you can relate because I'm sure older guys hit on you all the time, and they probably look like your dad once in a while.
They all remind me of my dad.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
I'm
finally
like,
can relate
gross,
to
dude.
you
I'm
women.
like, how dare you? I'm your daughter.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know.
Yeah,
I didn't know whether to ask her for a hug or lunch money. Honestly, it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, get out of here, mom.
Can you just give me a ride? I don't want to fuck, but give me a ride over to Tony's.
Exactly. Yeah, creepy. So yeah, you women, man.
You do look like a guy that would provide food for some reason. Like I would be like, "Hey, let's go eat." Like you would like always be like, "You want something to eat? Do you need something to drink?" Like you look like you're caring and like.
It's because I have
nice
big
like that.
teeth. People think I just want to eat all the time.
I have big teeth. I don't
Yeah.
know, but that's what the sense I get. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, he's down with eating. Like I don't think he'd be mad if I gain like 200 pounds. You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Is your
That's too much.
is your mom the black one or
Yeah.
the Arab one? Your mom's the black one.
Yeah.
Your dad's the Arab one.
Yeah.
Dude, so what was it like growing up in a family that just supports terrorism? That must be weird, you know?
We were really open about terrorism. We grew around the whites, so yeah. Apparently, we just it's just a way of life. The whites love to terrorize each other, so we just I just just went with the flow.
Makes sense.
I try to stay away.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
y'all are crazy, man. I would just go to parties and you guys would just start fighting each other out of nowhere.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. What's
Yeah.
what's the dealio?
Yeah.
The white person fighting. Hey, guy. Hey, pal. Unacceptable behavior, buddy.
It's just that they're all on Adderall, which is methamphetamines.
Yeah.
From like a young age. They're all fucking
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
I would go to backyard parties in nice neighborhoods. I grew up in the Palisades, right?
Oh
So,
my God, yeah.
so the Palisades parties were nuts. So when guys would start fighting, they would start using like expensive stuff to beat each other up with. Like
You're
this
like,
one.
no.
Yeah, they would pick up
Like,
like
that's a good guitar. What the fuck?
it's my dad's guitar, bro. Don't. They would pick up like these big vases that
Oh
were
my
like clearly
God.
worth like $1,000. Be like, yeah, and they drop it on the other dude and smash him with it.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Like, it's an expensive fight.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. You think Chad gives a shit? Chad? No, they don't care.
Now it's bragging rights, man. We talked about that for months afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that black people are never violent towards each other, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that never goes down at parties.
So what country? What Arabic country?
Yeah, so my dad is Lebanese and Syrian. So neither of us have
Nice.
been there.
Okay.
Neither of us speak the language.
He grew up here then?
Yeah, he was in
Okay.
New York and then Valley.
Okay.
So that's my dad's background. And my mom's from Salt Lake, then Cleveland, Texas, and then LA. That's where she met my pops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've always been an LA guy. But I
So
like
you
New
started
York.
comedy out here.
I did. Yeah. I eventually want to move and do other cities though. So, but LA has been my breeding ground for sure.
So do you do other kinds of music besides just the comedy thing, or did that kind of start before?
Yeah,
The
so before I
guitar?
got into comedy, I was all music.
Okay.
I was a lead guitar player, singer. I was a hired gun, so I'd go to studios and people would, I'd just be in different bands for like one-nighters or a month or whatever.
Right.
And that was cool, but like, man, I gave it over 10 years and I just saw myself going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like all these auditions and all these bands, and like I was still broke as hell.
so you're
And
like, I'm gonna do comedy now.
That's where the money and
Break-in.
success.
That's where all the money's
Cash.
at. Fuck. You get more freedom though. I feel like, right? Do you feel like that
with music or comedy?
with the comedy now?
Oh,
Instead of being in
absolutely.
the music, like working for other bands and like.
Yeah, like playing other people's stupid ass songs. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, like, cause people have some like lame ass lyrics. Even mine were pretty lame. Like I got so tired of writing about my feelings, and like I just wanted to hear people laugh at.
Dude,
what I
what's
had to
the
say.
Yeah.
lamest shit you ever wrote? Can you remember?
I wrote a song about breaking up with my girlfriend, and it was called "Goodbye Love." It was a really
Yes.
sappy, sad
Yes.
song, but it was like a love ballad.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that was pretty lame. It's
How
on
about,
my.
how about you play a little bit of that?
I don't know if I can remember it. Let's see if I can do one line. Goodbye, love. It was a sweet run. Yes, I don't know.
That's good enough.
It's off my album with the sweet, sweet laxatives. In
Yeah.
case anybody wants to research that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think about how fucking stupid, like, and everybody's just dumb during breakups because you don't
Yeah.
think that feeling it's just so bad. You're like, oh my God, I'm never going to get over this.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of good music is made,
Mm-hmm.
but then sometimes not so good music too.
Oh, absolutely.
'Cause
I,
it's
I
just
would
so
break up with girls all the time just to write more songs. That was the best stuff that would come from it. And rock stars will tell you that. They love going
Through a
breakups.
breakup is like
Yeah.
probably, okay. That's so funny.
It's the only way they feel anymore.
Mhm.
God, what song did I listen on repeat? It was so retarded. I was like, seriously, dude? Like,
Pearl Jam?
No.
Jeremy.
Nickelback.
Damn.
Nirvana.
No. I can't even think of the fucking.
Soundgarden.
No.
Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, he killed himself, man.
No, he didn't. He was murdered.
How
Who
so?
murdered him?
Why?
Well, he was gonna write. He was gonna make a documentary
About the pedophiles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Did
they
you
said
hear
about
about
Anthony
this too?
Bourdain.
Same with Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, they want to expose the Hollywood pedophile ring, right?
Yeah, go ahead and don't do that. Because that's how you end up getting killed. You know, I'm just going to look the other way.
Corey Feldman's fine.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of them, you fool!
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You fool!
You know what they're saying about that Adam Schiff guy now? They're
What?
saying that he stayed, he accidentally fucked this kid to death in a hotel, and Bourdain was in that same hotel and fucking knew what happened. And then like 2 weeks later, that's like the new conspiracy. Like 2 weeks later, he was just fucking dead in France. And they're like,
Really?
okay,
He goes unpunished.
that's
Was he in the middle of a really good meal, and that's why he couldn't do anything about it?
damn, dude. Like that's, I mean,
He's filming.
it's kind of a
Shit,
weird
I can't
story.
stop.
Like I don't know. It's just it was. I guess it was some kid that
Yeah.
they had brought in for him. Like that's what these fucking. I mean, look at that guy's eyes. Like he's fucking terrifying.
Shifty Schiff.
Yeah,
Dude, that's got to be terrible, too.
but he looks like a pedophile,
accidentally
right? Like he
fuck
looks
a
like he'd
kid.
be a kid fucker. I'm like, I wouldn't want that guy around my kids if I had.
Once
kids.
you put the label of pedophile on any man, they automatically look like
look
that.
like they're
yeah.
gonna fuck kids, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. You can say the Pope is a pedophile, and they're like, I
He
see
is.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He is a fucking pedophile.
He has proof.
I feel like the Catholic Church. There's a lot of pedophiles there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's the breeding
unfortunate.
ground for them. But what were you
Yeah.
saying though?
That's what happens when you harbor faggots, Catholic Church. Fucking a kid is just a stone's toss away from fucking a grown man's asshole. Just tossing it out there.
This is a tribute show for George Michaels, everybody.
Guys, you gotta have AIDS. I guess it would be nice if I could fuck your body without a rubber and get AIDS too. But you can't get AIDS twice.
That was a great song.
Yeah. All good songs. Do you know that the
From the
Christmas
vault.
the Christmas before last Christmas was George Michael's last Christmas?
Oh,
Last Christmas.
I went ahead and recycled that joke, even though it doesn't make sense anymore because he's been dead for like 2 years. But still,
Oh, what a treasure we lost.
yeah.
I made carolers sing that at the Wham song.
It's the only new Christmas song we do.
So good.
Which one? What song?
Last Christmas, the newest
Christmas,
Christmas
I
song.
gave
Everything else is
you-
from 1943, basically. Bing Crosby. I
No,
love
the
Christmas
Mariah
music.
Carey is the most popular one.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
93. 93.
I still think she's hot.
Fuck
I don't care how
She's
crazy
hot.
she is.
She gets
looks good.
nastier
For
and
sure.
nastier with each year, and it feels
Yeah.
like she's more attainable. Like, I could fuck that big fat
Dude,
ass.
her performances like are the best. Like she's
Oh,
basically
really?
like laying down like with a group of guys picking her up.
Yeah.
She's like
slurring words.
not even trying. Like she's like,
Yeah.
fuck everybody.
Is that a typical
Pay
woman's
me.
fantasy?
Yeah.
Pay me. Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god, she's not doing anything.
Hot guys lifting you up and bringing
Hot
you
guys
places.
lifting her up. She's not even singing the words to her own song.
Really?
Like,
Doesn't even sing
This
anymore?
is the one of the best performers ever. I mean, she's older now. I don't know if she lost her voice or they lose a little bit of their voice, but like,
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, when they have to sing out in the cold, like for New Year's, that's
Yeah.
the hardest place for them to sing because, she has to have her green tea like on stat, and then, but that cold weather really fucks their vocal cords up bad.
yeah, I would assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, that bitch didn't do nothing. Those are my favorite videos to watch. Mariah Carey live performances. Just look it up.
That's how I want to do
YouTube.
comedy. Just get like carried around by hot
Recently, last
chicks.
5 years.
Like do my act laying down.
That should be how you get on stage every time.
Get picked up.
Lay down comedy. Hey, they're letting guys in wheelchairs do comedy now. What the fuck?
Yeah. You mean
If
try to
anything
do
goes.
comedy?
Anything goes.
I've been to a Mariah Carey concert, and the only thing that came out of that was I screamed at some little girls.
You screamed.
Oh,
That's
nice.
I terrified these little girls. They were sitting behind me, my girlfriend at the time, and my cousin, and they were fans. They drugged me along. I was like, nah, I shouldn't go. And I was right. I shouldn't have gone because every second of this concert, these girls are like, ah! like right behind my head, like right here. Like the seats in the Greek are like really tight, and they were just in my ear. And I got fed up after like 5 minutes, and I turned around. I was like, shut the fuck up! And I lost it on these girls,
Yeah.
and they were like, ah! they sat back, their eyes got big, and they cried. And I was like,
Good.
I was
Thank God.
like, I told my friends, I was like, I'll be outside. I'm done. I can't
Nice.
do this.
I'll take myself.
What was the
out
first
there.
concert you ever went to?
Pointer Sisters. I think I was 6 years
Hell
old.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What was that song? Jump. I think they had.
Yes.
They
And they
did
also
Jump?
had they had a song about the atomic bomb, doing the neutron dance. Is that them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's about the fucking
That was
neutron
in
bomb, dude. That is
Beverly
a-
Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Doing the neutron dance.
Yeah. Well, I guess it would be nice if we could do the neutron dance.
Yeah, man. The Pointer Sisters.
Where
I went
was
with my
that at?
mom. I don't remember. It wasn't a big venue, but it was. This is when they were still hot.
Can I tell you my first concert? I'm kind of a hillbilly. It was Driving and Crying, which no one even knows who that is, but they were playing arenas, I trust you, in the South.
Nice.
And the opening for them was the Georgia Satellites. They did this song where it goes, they go, no huggy, no kissy, unless I got a wedding ring.
Oh, God.
What's the rest of it? They go,
Wait, hold on. Let me give you background music.
yeah. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. But it was basically about how this hillbilly was trying to fuck a woman and she wouldn't do it unless he got a wedding ring for her.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I saw them in Atlanta.
Oh.
Hotlanta.
Oh.
I did not want to go to that concert. I was dragged there. And then
Your sisters took you, or you're there?
my sister's hillbilly boyfriend took
Okay.
us to go see this. He had
Is
to
it
see
country
Driving.
music, or what is it?
Driving and Crying are kind of like Southern rock, sort
Okay.
of like second generation Leonard
Like Kid
Skinner.
Rock.
Before that, not even
Okay.
that cool. Jeez, I wish. I wish.
Like
Yeah.
ZZ
Don't
Top?
tell me no lies and keep your hands to yourself. Yes.
I remember that tune.
It was a hit song, dude.
That's a
you
huge
gotta
song.
see the video too, because the guy has a gap so big between his front teeth, you could send the Underground Railroad through it. You know what I mean? You could have escaped slavery through this fucking guy's mouth.
Oh my God.
Back in the day.
You know, they say people with gaps are very sexual people.
Yeah.
And people are turned on when they see a gap.
Madonna.
that?
Madonna.
'Cause they wanna
David Letterman.
their gap?
Everybody wants to fuck him.
Yeah.
It does something to your brain about like, oh, this person seems sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think because guys just want to stick their dick in anything. They're like, oh, I can jam it in
no
there.
one's dick is that small.
Let me jam it in
Shit,
there.
dude. I can floss your teeth with my tiny cock.
No, it just makes it bigger, you know. So you know the teeth aren't going right in there.
Yeah.
you know?
My dick is so small, if I fuck you in the mouth, it's like I'm fucking a cemetery. It looks just like a bunch of tombstones and a tiny little guy visiting his dead mom's grave.
Perfect for anal sex.
Yep.
That's good.
I am the
That's
best
true.
at anal sex. I never ever hurt you in any conceivable way.
No butter lube necessary.
Yeah. Is it in yet? I'm fucking you up the ass. Clearly, you must feel this. Is it in yet?
You ever research penis pumps?
No, do they work? I don't really have a tiny
Oh.
penis, okay? Just so the listeners know, if you still want to fuck me, you can have a crush on me. I'm ready to fuck.
Ready.
Just don't drug me. Just don't fucking drug me. Oh, that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Look at Bill Cosby over here. This woman drugged me.
Oh, yeah.
Did she go to jail? Did she get into trouble over it?
Did you report her?
No. I mean, how do you? Be like, dude, police.
They didn't
Well, you
report
were-
This
him
girl,
either.
I didn't want to fuck this single mom, so she got me so high on drugs I threw up on her floor. Could you come and arrest her now? They'd be like, you pussy.
Why did she let you eat the whole stick of butter?
She thought I could handle it. I mean, she'd already watched me drink quite a bit.
Oh, wash it down with some butter. Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
She thought I was just her type. I used to go over to her house sometimes, and she would take shots of Jack in the
Yeah.
kitchen while her kid was playing in the living room. You know what I mean?
There's easier ways to get a guy's kidney.
Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said there's easier way to get a guy's kidney. You know.
Yeah. She doesn't want mine. Mine's all fucked up after that particular period of life.
Ugh. Same here, dude. Binge drinking is considered what? 2 drinks, 3 drinks a night?
If that's
Yeah,
the
that's what they
case,
consider
I'm a
binge
binge
drinking.
drinker.
That's everybody in America.
Yeah.
They need to
Yeah.
change the standards.
Absolutely. I just quit drinking 3 weeks ago, and I can't stop talking about
You're
it.
glowing.
How do you feel?
Dude,
yeah.
I quit drinking for 2 months. That's all I felt like I talked about the whole fucking time.
Yeah. But the thing is, I've been drinking nonstop for like over 20 years, so
Yeah.
I need it bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was drinking just like you, like two 2 drinks a night, maybe 2 or 3. Sometimes
Oh no, I
more.
was drinking like 10, 20, but yeah, 10 or 20 shots.
Just like you. You were just giving the stats on what binge drinking is. You
Yeah.
weren't telling what you actually do.
No,
You
I'm an
fucking-
overachiever.
yeah.
I'm an athlete in that sense.
Yeah, the
Oh, man.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never tried hard at anything. Yeah, shit, man. I need it. I'm old now, so it's like I have to.
We start
Slow
to
down.
feel it now.
Fucking
huh?
shit hurts, man.
It's
Yeah.
different.
I
Yeah.
drank
It all-
last night. I'm just like, I came in here today and I was like, I want to die. Like, it's just like, you do. It's like, I'm like, what is the point of life? Should I just end it now? I'm not going to kill myself, but just like,
Yeah.
honestly, like these thoughts creep up in my head. I'm like, oh,
I never seen anybody with a Red Bull that didn't have a hangover.
like that.
Yeah.
It tastes like shit, right? I'm like, God, so bad. And I get the one with more chemicals in it. I'm like, yeah.
Do you ever get heartburn from those?
You ever get a seizure?
No, but I do wake up with both my arms numb sometimes. What does that mean?
That can't be good.
Yeah,
Sleeping
you're
on
too
your
many
arms.
hand jobs.
Sleep even on my back.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just full time, too much
Just
work.
double fisted hand jobs all night.
I love, I don't mean to talk about porn, but you ever see these porns where it really is just like one chick jacking off 2 guys? It's like, who is this for? Like, it doesn't, like, the guys don't
Absolutely.
seem to be enjoying it. There's another dude there.
Well, what are they making eye
And
contact with each other?
She's
while-
bogarting half the hands. It's like, okay.
And
Yeah.
hand jobs kind of suck anyway. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a guy, but I feel like
If you're stuck in your like 13th year, like when I first got a girlfriend, because I was like a late bloomer, I was way into hand jobs because I didn't do it when I was in the 10th grade when normal people did
Yeah.
it. So I was like, let's do this.
Well, I think kids now are like overly sexualized. I'm like the
Oh,
porn they're
God,
watching now. I'm
yeah.
like they have no. They're like butt fucking and shit. I'm like what?
Yeah.
They're
What
eating
are you
ass. They're eating
eating
ass for
and
fuck's
stuff? I'm
sake.
like, hold on.
All the
I'm
kids
like,
I try and fuck are like way ahead of the game. I'm like, look, man, you got to slow down on
I
this.
haven't tried that
Eating
before.
ass.
I'm a gentleman. I'm old school, baby. Damn, dude.
I'm like, dude, this chick's prepared.
Yeah. We gotta wrap it up, huh? It's 7.
Oh shit.
We should
Oh,
make Amir do a
Mm.
song though. You should do a song since you brought the guitar in.
Yeah, sure. So,
Do you have a song you can do for us?
yeah, I'm sure I can. How about I do a song for the We 3 Trolls then?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I love that. Thank you.
I want the lyrics to be about how much pussy I get. Is that
Oh my God.
possible?
Yeah, absolutely. And what about Wub?
He doesn't get any pussy.
All right, no
Not
pussy,
in this
just
song.
kids.
Yeah.
And Zafa, right?
Yeah, I'm just jerking people off.
Hand jobs.
Mm.
All right,
Hand jobs
God,
off us.
I think I have enough material now for this. All right, let's see. Ooh, yeah, we 3 trolls, yeah. Yeah, we talking about hand jobs, yeah. Zafa be getting them in double time. Ooh, 2 at a time, and Wub watches, yeah. He's a nasty dog with kids on his lap. Yeah, what a nasty dog, yeah. But JB fucking all the time and eating butter. He's a nasty butter dog, yeah. We 3 trolls. What a nasty podcast. I need a shower. Yeah, I'm hot and sweaty. We 3 trolls. We 3 trolls.
We 3 trolls.
We 3 trolls. We 3 trolls. Hey. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
New theme
Keep on
song.
trolling. Where can people find you on Instagram?
At Amir the Amiracle. All right, that's
I
my
love that.
website, Instagram, all platforms. Find me. I got a hit song called "Stronger Than Nature" on YouTube. Definitely check it out. You'll love it. And I put out sketches all the time. Please like, subscribe, and all that.
Thank
Fuck
you,
yeah.
dude.
Thank
Yeah,
you
that's
guys.
awesome.
This is a lot of fun.
It's a
This
great
is-
song.
Oh,
Awesome
thank you.
voice too, by the way.
Hey.
He's wasting his talent.
It's like
on our
butter,
show.
like butter.
like butter.
Thank you. Keep on
All
trolling.
right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amir.